Hello my friend, I hope that you are well. In this video, we will write our very first line of JavaScript code. And for now, we do that in the browser developer tools. So just to get started as quick as possible. We'll then switch to the code editor that we just installed before. In the next video, we will use our Visual Studio Code or VS Code. So make sure to open Google Chrome. You can do it in private mode or normal, no problem. Now there are three ways in which we can open up the Chrome developer tools. First, we can hit Ctrl plus Shift plus E. I repeat. Oops. Where is it? Sorry. Okay. I have not selected the Chrome. Sorry. Ctrl Shift plus E. Cool. Here it is in Windows. In Mac, I think it is Command Option plus E. Okay. And so this then open up this console that we see here. So I just increase it like this to have more space. Good. So all of this tab you can see here. We have all this tab are basically the developer tools, but we are just interested in the console. Okay. So just focus on this for this moment. Now, another way of opening the developer tools is by right-clicking and click Inspect. I repeat. So, right-click in your page and click the Inspect. And here is your different tabs. It will be opened in Element. Now, just go to the console to display it. And the third way, so I just close this one. And I'm showing you all of them because I know that there are different people like to do it in different ways. So the third way is to come here on the Chrome menu. And then in there, we go to the More Tools and you get Developer Tools. Okay, and here is it now, our consoles. Okay. So we are back to the JavaScript console. Now, this JavaScript developer console allows us to write and test our JavaScript code, but not big JavaScript code. Okay, it's very important. So it is very useful during development, for example, to fix errors. Now, we don't write your application, of course, using this console, but now just to get started. Let's use the console because it's good and easy way to just write some JavaScript here. So let's write alert here, alert, which is so-called JavaScript function. Then open up parentheses and without a space between alert and the parentheses, and then we write so-called string, so which is basically a text. And let's write our hello world. Hello world. So that's the standard way of learning programming in any programming language. Then we write the closing parenthesis. And then let's hit return or enter. And you will see that JavaScript gave us this pop-up window here, which has hello world, just as we type here in our string in our code. Great. So that's your very first line of JavaScript code right here. So any code that we write here and hit return will immediately get evaluated. Okay? But of course, we can do a lot more. So let's write some more JavaScript code, which of course you do not need to understand yet. That's what I have said in the first video, remember. I just want to show you some stuff that we can do. We'll go into how everything works as we progress through this section, of course. So just to experiment a little bit, let's write a so-called variable. So let's say let space name space equal, or you can put directly here equal, and I will write a string, my name, I mean Faisal, and semicolon. Okay? So once more, we are basically writing string here, so a text, and then we will do. Now if I enter, I get nothing, I just write variable. Now, what I will do, if an open parenthesis name 3 equals Faisal with CSD close parenthesis. Here what I will do, I will write alert, same way before, and I open parenthesis like the previous one, and I will say, for example, it's my name, my name, for example, like this, okay, or like this, no problem, semicolon. And if I hit now return, we get this window which says my name. Okay, so cool for this moment. So again, I will explain all this concept and how all of this works here as we go through the section. But for now, I hope that you can see the logic that we basically define name as being Faisal. And then here in the next line, we say that if name is equal to Faisal, then JavaScript should show us this alert we got here. Okay? Let me write it here. Which contains this text, it is my name. And now we can also change the name to Said, for example. So I will do name equal, it will always space, get more readable, Said, like this. Okay? And now let's copy this line. Control C, because I want to run it again. So just copying it and pasting it here, pasting it here. Okay, so sorry, just close this one. Now I will do paste it here. Okay, so let's try again. I push enter or return, and now I have nothing. I don't have this pop-up. Nothing happened. And so that's because name is now no longer Faisal. It's Said. True? Huh? And so in this case, the alert window is not shown. Now there is also another way of going to the previous command, which is by hitting the up arrow or the up or the button arrow on the keyboard, as you can see. So just like this, and so we can see all the previous command that we used before. It's cool. Now another thing that we can do is to do a simple math operation. For example, let's say, so I will just push enter here to write my new math operation. So let's say just 10 plus 23 plus 7 minus 15. Hit return, and then here we get the result. As you can see, 25. So basically we can use this as a calculator, and I hope that you can see how useful this is gonna become later down the road. Okay? And that's it for this moment, or for this video. So I hope that this gave you a nice first taste for the language and of everything that is here. So if you want, you can experiment a little bit more with this, or you can move on the right to the next video, inshallah, where we'll learn what JavaScript actually is. So thank you so much, brothers and sisters, to follow this course until this moment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Faisal Azi, please, and to activate the bell to receive the new video. Also to follow me on Instagram, teams.winners for all different code, especially for the code, and my personal account, faisal.chico, for graphic design, travel, food, etc. etc. Thank you so much. Tell you goodbye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.